Ja, sind wieder bei Bravely Second. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier den Grab Bergfried betreten. Auf der Suche, ja, nach Ominous und Artemia bezüglich einer Sidequest. Und da vorne sehen wir sie sogar schon, glaube ich. Ich habe ein einen kleinen Drachen gesehen.
Ah, we've found it at last. With this, the ultimate magic is...
Ominous Crow, partner to Bahamut and holder of the Black Mage Asterisk. Formerly a lieutenant commander of the Eternian Sky Knights. He bears an enduring grudge against women. His explosive personality wins him few friends among his comrades, but none would deny his skill with fire magic. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Ding dong! Delivery for Ominous Crow! Good grief, you'd better be grateful for this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
What in the... An earthquake! It's a big one!
Deswegen hat es die ganze Zeit gerieselt auf unserem Zelt im letzten Part.
Where is everyone? You? Magnolia? Tiz? Oh no, the stairs! Even my muscles are no match for this.
You know, I think most people would realize that without even trying.
Tiz, you're all right!
No good, sir. There's no sign of an exit on this side either.
You! And Magnolia! Oh, what a relief.
I wouldn't get too relieved. It would seem we're trapped.
Trapped? What about the others?
They're fine. Ominous and his party are resting just over there.
I see. Well, first things first. Let's deliver the food we brought.
About that, Idia. We were thinking it might be better to keep quiet about the food for now.
I have to agree, sir. We split up to search for a way out, but there was none to be found.
We can hope the townspeople will send a rescue party, but that won't happen until they realize we've gone missing. We may want to hold on to that extra food until we really need it.
Ominous and Bahamut aren't likely to be that patient. Not to mention Artemia. All right. We'll keep it a secret for now. Come on, you. Help me hide it.
Achso, ich darf mich jetzt wieder selbst bewegen. Was haben wir denn hier? Wir träumen lassen, dass wir hier drin einmal gefangen sind. Oh. Ist doch keine Sorgen zu machen. Hilfe ist unterwegs. Sagst du noch irgendwas? Kann es bloß dazu kommen? Erdbeben? Don't ask why earthquake? Suchst du irgendwas? Dem ja nicht gehorchen. So, schauen wir mal.
Ominous unfair. Not fit for leadership. Artemia not follow.
Artemia Venus, the wild wolf, holder of the Ranger Asterisk,
Altläufer.
youngest of the Venus sisters, and formerly of the Bloodrose Legion, with whom Idia and her allies did battle. Be not fooled by her cuddly appearance, for this soft exterior hides a fierce heart that sings most keenly when battling to the death. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
What did you say? Why, you impertinent little...
Food should be shared. Equal. Fair.
Why should I have to share my food with the hired help? Ah! Don't you worry, Bahamut. I'll make sure enough is set aside for you, too.
Bahamut more understanding than Ominous. Food must share. What are you two bickering about?
Who? Idia! What are you doing here?
Delivering your garbage. Says right here. Foodstuffs for the Ominous party. Idia have new job? Grand Marshal's daughter delivery girl? Lux and dark economy very harsh. I'm not a... Ugh! This is just a favor I'm doing for someone.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but did something happen to my dad?
Oh. You must be the delivery man's son.
Ah, la vache, that's quite the family resemblance.
I'm Jambalaya. Master Ominous hired me in Unohana.
Same for me. My name's Risotto.
I'm Paella. Please tell us what happened to Jambalay's father. We've known him since we were all kids.
Ist Jambalaya auch was zu essen?
Just a little accident. A sprained ankle has him out of commission, so we came to make his delivery.
That's all, is it?
Yep, he's fine. No need to worry. In fact, we're supposed to contact him with any additional orders when we get back, so... I'm sure when we don't show up, he'll realize something's happened and send help.
That's true. We can count on my dad.
You said you weren't here to deliver some food, right? Well, hand it over. Finally, a decent meal.
Ominous eat too much. Not fair.
Every meal, he always serves himself and that Dagon there, Bahamut, more than any of the rest of us.
He barely leaves a mouthful for us and Miss Artemia.
Didn't I tell you to hand over the food? Hurry it up! I'm starving here!
It's even worse than I thought it might be. We'd better keep quiet about that food for a little while yet.
Yes, and it seems they've all eaten recently. Even if it wasn't that much.
Sie sagen, sie sollten sich mit dem Proviant bedeckt halten, aber die haben doch gerade gesagt, dass sie Proviant dabei haben, oder nicht? Hä?
Oh, about that. You see, Ominous, the food we brought got buried under the rubble. Sorry.
What? Didn't you come here to deliver food? What kind of delivery girl are you? Oh, the miserable... You're just as useless as the day we met!
Oh. Murker.
You're welcome to the food we have left, though there's not much.
Thank you. The offer alone is more than enough. Everyone must be worn out. Why don't we all just call it a night?
I'm in charge around here. I say when we call it a night, not you.
Yes, of course, Master Ominous, sir. Won't you consider turning in for the night?
Don't you take that attitude with me. No one is to rest until I say...
Gut, Artemia ist im Stehen eingeschlafen. Und Bahamut auch.
All right. You may all sleep now.
Ja, so wie es aussieht, ist mir Ominous immer noch sehr unsympathisch. So wie er sich verhält.
Another cave-in?
Having trouble sleeping?
Yeah. I've just been thinking. Like you said, it looks like the food we hid is going to end up being very important. Artemia said that any food ought to be split evenly among everyone here.
But it seems Ominous is taking the lion's share for him and his pet.
He's never been a great leader, but I'd hope at least...
Well, he is the one funding this expedition and everything.
I know that, but still...
At this rate, those two will probably end up at each other's throats, and soon.
And when that happens...
It's getting cold. Come on, let's try to get some sleep.
Yeah. Good night, Tiz.
Warum bauen wir nicht das Zelt auf? Das war ja schnell weg. Konnte ja viel von lesen. Tage nach Einsturz? Irgendwas? 1?
Keep trying, Bahamut. You're nearly there. Aha! Aha!
Oh, was that noise just now? Ominous, what are you doing?
Idiot! Are you blind? Any idiot could see we're training. Look, we don't know if anyone will ever come for us. Bahamut mastering the ultimate monster magic might be our only chance of getting out of here.
The ultimate monster magic?
Getting tired, little buddy. Why don't you get yourself some rest? Looks like a crash course isn't gonna cut it. Hey, you grunts! It's time to eat! Chop, chop!
Of course, Master Ominous. Right away.
Is this a joke? What are these scraps?
But we're almost out of supplies. If we don't ration ourselves...
How many times do I have to say it? Bahamut is to be kept happy and full. What part of that can't you understand? Hand over your shares, too. Come on. Hey, don't you give me that look.
Ominous tyrant. Poor Bahamut. Bad master. Everyone have life. All life equal.
Equal, you say? Don't be ridiculous. Nothing could be further from the truth. If someone is to survive, it should be the most skilled, the most able, the ones the world needs most. Hey, don't give our food to Idia and her slacker friends, too. They're not even working for us.
But sir...
No, it's fine. He's right. Don't worry about us.
Yes, we'll manage.
Eat this. Artemia share hers. Thanks, Artemia. I'd be honored to share with you.
Please, have some of mine, too.
And mine.
Fools! Do whatever you want. Just don't come groveling to me when you're hungry later. Bahamut and I won't be sharing.
It looks like there's only enough left for one more meal.
Indeed. We can hold out for a couple of days, but if a rescue party doesn't come soon...
Wow, look at you, Bahamut. You've licked your entire plate clean.
No one will deny that you're a cute one, Bahamut.
Hey, Ominous. What was that ultimate monster magic you were talking about?
What? Why should I have to tell you anything?
Is it true it's an ace in the hole for going up against a ball?
More or less. Not that you have any right to ask.
We've traveled all over and never heard of such a thing. What's the name of this spell?
Femto.
Huh? Femto?
Femto Flare. The ultimate monster magic. Femto Flare! When the Grand Marshal assigned us to those silly teams, I got stuck with that strange old man. He's the one who said I might be able to release the power of Femto.
And if you can, it might get us out of here? So how do you use it?
Idiot! You think it's that easy? We're talking about ultimate magic here!
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Talking to you is just making me hungrier.
Shake coming! Big one! No more shake for now. Chance to rest. Thanks, Artemia. You're on a whole nother level as usual. How do you sense these things?
Wie spürst du so etwas? Leichtes Vertippen.
You don't know yourself? I see. Speaking of which, why did you become Ominous's bodyguard? Get Ominous great magic. Get Ominous stronger and stronger. Ah, you wanted to test yourself against Ominous at his strongest, huh? Oh, Idia, read mind. True girl power. Respect. Nope, you haven't changed a bit. Or maybe a little. Ominous's assistants are really fond of you. They look up to you more than Ominous, it seems. Them, honest. They sure are. Them, all from Yunohana. Yunohana parents take care of Artemia. Artemia owe much.
Miss Artemia, do you really think we'll get out of here alive?
Artemia not know.
Don't you worry, Risotto. My dad's on his way right now. I'm sure of it. He must be headed here with an enormous rescue party even as we speak. Why, any hour now.
Exactly. Try to keep your chin up.
I will.
You Artemias. Artemia protect Artemia's own. Right.
We've been through worse, but for these poor kids, this is as rough as it gets.
I'm afraid so.
Tja, jetzt sitzen wir hier auch weiterhin. Was? Luft schmecken schlecht, kein Ausgang, kein Ausweg. Ha. Alte Lebensmittelvorräte. Ja, unsere Vorräte haben wir ja auch irgendwo hier versteckt. Vielleicht auch ganz gut so. Ich bin mal gespannt, was die Frage jetzt im Endeffekt ist, worüber wir uns entscheiden müssen. Aber irgendwie reden wir den ganzen Part nur.
What do you want? Calling it a day already? I'm starved. We still had some food left, right?
Bahamut ate the last of what we had.
Well, what are you looking at me like that for? Listen up, you ingrates! I'm saying this for the last time. I'm the one paying your wages here, and Bahamut is my trusty partner. He's the second most important member of this expedition. Perhaps even the most important. Brr?
No understand. Give it a break, Ominous. Yelling is only gonna make you hungrier.
You're one to talk, idiot! You're the one who went and lost our extra food!
Yes, Master Ominous, it's all my fault. Forgive me for even breathing. As much as I'd love to stay awake and get yelled at some more, I'm gonna hit the sack. Night-night!
Wait! Don't you dare!
Wieder im Stehen eingeschlafen. Aber immerhin sind Bahamut und Artemia auf einer Wellenlänge.
Oh, the impertinent!
Hey, you awake?
Yeah. Looks like we can't hold out much longer, huh? You agree with Artemia about the food, don't you, Idia? Unless
it's true. About femtoflare.
Right. Magic that can stop a ball? It's intriguing, but from Ominous...
D'accord, I must say that I'm intrigued.
Magnolia, you're awake too? And you?
Yes, I'm also awake and equally interested.
I know it sounds good, but with the situation being what it is...
Maybe we should just get some sleep.
Yeah.
Es war zu schnell weg da unten. Ich habe extra zwischendurch Auto abgeschaltet, aber dann kam halt das Gespräch, dachte mir, okay, vielleicht kommt ja noch ein bisschen. Und dann kam das und dann zack wieder, konnte ich nichts lesen. Ah!
So... hungry.
Bahamut! Don't eat my hood! Are you serious? It's all covered in slobber.
Morning. Ooh, looks like your day's off to a rough start, Ominous.
And I've got you to thank for it. If only you hadn't lost that food.
That again? You know, no one likes a nag. Nag, undisciplined. No one like Ominous.
Master Ominous, I'm afraid that we've finally reached the end of our food stores.
So this watery gruel is the last thing I'll ever taste? Ugh. And what do you think you're doing serving yourselves, huh? You should be giving every scrap you have to Bahamut.
That's it. I can't take any more of this.
Unfair, narrow-minded, cowardly, incompetent. Ominous never learn.
And neither do you. Always going on about how people are equal, how life should be fair. Balderdash!
Will this do, Master Ominous? It's the last we have.
Then hand it here! Bahamut, come here, fella! I've got your brekkie right here! Come on, Bahamut! What are you waiting for? Go on, eat! What's wrong with you, Bahamut?
Ominous, give it a rest. Even Bahamut is feeling guilty.
You don't understand anything. Femto Flare is the ultimate monster magic. We have no hope of using it without Bahamut.
You mean that's why you wanted him to have all that food? But even if Bahamut survives, what good will that do if no one else does?
You really don't understand anything, do you? You think I just want to get me and my buddy out of this place? All I want is for Bahamut to master Femto Flare and live through this disaster. That's all that matters. You know what damage that ball has done to our world already, don't you? It destroyed the entire western half of Eternia. Whole seas dried up. Mountains gouged out of the land. If we are to defeat that ball before it destroys our entire world, we need Bahamut and Femto Flare. If I can just help Bahamut master Femto Flare, I know he'll defeat the ball for us, even if I'm long since gone. You think I enjoy this? Well, I don't. But I'll sacrifice everyone here if I need to, even myself! Ah!
I understand, Master Ominous. I've seen you give your own portions to Bahamut day after day.
What?
I know you wake up earlier than anyone to keep practicing the spell. You must be hungriest of all, yet...
Ominous. You've really been doing all that?
Tell us more about this Femto Flare.
Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand.
Why can't we? Give us a chance at least. Tell us what you're stuck on. Maybe we can help.
By unraveling the incantational bonds of a Jar-class spell and refining it to its purest form through extensive training, it should become possible for a familiar of the same elemental persuasion to master the ultimate monster magic, in theory.
So it's not just a matter of practice, but teaching it to Bahamut in the first place? Sounds almost impossible.
As it should. They don't call it ultimate magic for nothing.
I assume the first step is learning the highest fire-type spell, Firaja. Is that right?
Yes, that's already out of the way.
Really? Ominous, you can use Firaja?
You really are always looking down on me, aren't you? You cheeky little... Listen, in order to use the ultimate monster magic Femto Flare, I have to first release the incantational bonds on Firaja. With enough training, it can then be acquired by a magical familiar, like Bahamut, as the ultimate form of monster magic. I have to quickly break the limits on Firaja. Then maybe 3 days of non-stop training. No sleep, no rest. But even if Bahamut masters the spell, the question then becomes whether he'll still have the stamina to use it. If we just had a bit more food, it would buy us enough time to save everyone. And now you know what I'm up against. So, shoo, let me work in peace. It takes more strength and focus than you could possibly imagine to unravel a spell like Faraja on the incantational level.
You mean you've already started?
I started the day we got trapped. I've managed to break through everything up to the 4th level. Just one more to go. What was it the old man said? The king of all summons meets his match with the Giga-class flare, while Fey demons can even reach Zeta. Magical familiars are usually limited to the Pico class, but with the help of their human masters, this can be refined further. The ultimate monster magic, Femto Flare! We're nearly there, Bahamut! Nearly there!
Can we lay off the murderous rage a bit? Look, even your poor assistants are scared of you. I know Ominous is always setting you off. And now, that ultimate magic of his, Femto Flare, is that what's tickling your killer instinct?
Idia read mine too much. Like sister. Idia never get married. Lay off, will ya? Never mind, Idia. But Ominous not fit to lead.
I know. It seems like even Bahamut notices other people's feelings more than Ominous does. Artemia, aren't you getting hungry?
Artemia, disciplined. Hunger, nothing.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Artemia Odette. Parents of these 3 help Artemia. Treat Artemia good. Ask Artemia protect children. Artemia made promise. Protect no matter what. Idia, all life equal. Leader, bodyguard, helper, all same. Life, all equal. Human, Dagon, Frosty, all same. Grand Marshal, Pope, Sister, Idia, all equal.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, das heißt, ich denke mal, wenn wir mit Dingens reden. Mit Artemia geht es dann wahrscheinlich weiter. Das werden wir wahrscheinlich aber werden wir erst im nächsten Part machen. Das geht ja schon echt lange und eigentlich sind wir hier nur am Reden. Also, das Spiel. Ich nicht. Ich rede hier fast gar nichts. Ja, werden wir beim nächsten Mal machen. Ich habe schon so ungefähr jetzt eine Ahnung, worum es hier in der Entscheidung gehen wird. Ich werde meine Gedanken dazu aber erst im nächsten Part dann vortragen, mit euch teilen. Und, naja, mal schauen. Danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.